these razors are so easy to make the switch with. If you're thinking or you're on the fence, buy one of these razors. I'm telling you right now, you're going to be so shocked on how good you get a shave out of these things. It's like a night and day. When you first start shaving with them, you're going to think you can shave your whole entire face because you have never shaved with a razor like these. It's night and day difference. And you're going to be like, why did it take me so long to switch from my, disposable cartridge razors that I don't even care if you're on a monthly plan, you're still spending a ton of money. Make the switch and save yourself some money. And you're going to get a better shave. And if you have sensitive skin or you have skin irritation all the time, pimples, ingrown hairs, these razors will eliminate that. Trust me, they really do. I'm going to be using all of Leaf's products, Leaf Shave Razor, the 3-bladed razor, which is right here. This razor right here is really good for shaving my head, body, perfect shaver. Then you go into the Leaf Twig, which is a great razor, non-threatening. You snap blades in half, and there's always the Leaf Thorn. Great razor as well. With these razors, you got to snap the blades in half, but when you order them, so Leaf Shave does offer these blades, and they're good. I mean, they work. They work for me, but I just think there's better blades out there that are better for you and better for me. That's just my opinion on it. The Leaf, the 3-bladed Leaf, I got to tell you, this is one of my best razors for my head because I don't have a lot of hair up top, but when it comes to the sides of my head and the back, I've got a lot of hair. And when you're using a Gillette Fusion or any of the disposable razors, with at least 3 blades or more, or even 2 blades, whatever, I always spend a lot of time in my sink rinsing it out. With this one, it doesn't take much to get that to rinse out because these blades are so sharp. I can't stress that enough. You're going to get a clean, awesome shave. Twig and the Thorn models, these guys, it's not your typical, 30 degrees off your face, which, on a razor when it's on your face, it's like almost like a 45. This one's not like that. The way you shave with this one is the same way you've been shaving with your Gillette, your Harry's, your Bic, your Schick, whatever. It's kind of the same shaving angle. The only thing is the head does not pivot, which in my case is a great thing because you're only using one blade on your face, especially if you have sensitive skin like I do down here on my neck area. You can use the Twig and the Thorn on your head. I do. It's just for me, if I want speed, I grab the 3-bladed Leaf. It's all it is. And if you have a wife, significant other, she shaves her legs all the time, dude, you get this for her, she's going to flip. So they're just so good. I have never seen a woman use one of these and not like it. They all love it. And, they're like, where can I get one? Well, you can get one right here. And I'll list that below. Don't forget, if you buy directly from the manufacturer, you're going to save 10%, and they're going to know that I'm actually pushing products their ways, so they keep sending me free stuff. That gets me to our giveaway. Stick around to the end because I am giving something away. So I just started memberships as well. It gives you a nice little icon. You get special benefits when you're a member of the channel. So just to let you know, that's available if you want it. I'm coming up with something a little different, so you guys will get to see that stuff first, and you're going to have exclusive content in the membership area. Waiting to get a few more, and then I'm going to start posting content on there on a regular basis. Let's break all these down, load them up, and let's start shaving. Going over all the Leaf Shave products that I have on hand, which is, I believe, all of them. So I'm just going to apply some water on my face here. I'm going to start out. I've got a week's worth of growth here, so I've got a lot of growth. I'm going to go in with Leaf Shaves, their oil here, and love this oil. I'm going to use their soap as well and show you how good this stuff really is. All right, so I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still a lot left in that little dapper or dopper. Wet the other hand. And just rub that stuff in. Now I'm going to go in with the Razor Company's $15.99 shaving knot. It's synthetic. I love it. Just going to drop it down here. I always squeeze it out. Give it a little shake. And then I'm just going to grab my Leaf Shave soap here, just in my hand, and do a hand lather. And that's all I'm doing. And take that excess, put it on my face here. All right. It helps get that oil off your hands too. Kind of dig using that in combination. And the nice thing is using the soap and oil in combination, it comes out perfect every time. So I can put it on a little dry here. And when you have oil on your face, it takes a little bit to build it up. Now I just went down and grabbed some water. But that oil, for me, it helps lift that hair and prepare it for shaving. Now I did start a channel membership. If you guys want to subscribe to that, I'm going to put some content on there. But you know, the first level, you just get to you get cool little emojis, sticker next to your name so everybody knows that you are a member. And that's if you just want to, you know, help really support the channel. It does help out. I am going to be putting a ton of video up there eventually. I've been busy this week, so I didn't have any time to do that. But the 3 members so far, thank you so much. I actually have something special, so join and you'll see what that is. I'm going to go in with the Twig razor and the Thorn. So I'm going to use what I call my baseline right now. I'm going to use these Persona Comfort Coats. Just going to take one out, snap it in half, and load both of those razors. Here's the razor itself. Snap it. I tear it just in case I'm, you know, not going to use the other half the same day. The Thorn first. I just lift it up about yay high. There's a magnet right here that you place this down. One thing I do for sure though, when you snap the blades, wherever portion's bent, have that facing down. That's how I like to load them. Put it on the magnet. There's 2 bars here on the sides, and that's how you load the razor. Crank it down, check and make sure your blade reveal is good, and it's perfect. Same thing with the Twig. Grab it, make sure the tabs are pointing down where I snapped it. Place it on there, and again, just crank it down. Double check, make sure your blade exposure is correct, and that is. So now that I got those loaded, just going to go back down for a little more water here and build this up a little more, not much. Basically what I'm doing now is just adding water to that shaving soap. So it's cold in Ohio right now, so my beard is like freaking nails coming out. I'm going to go in with the Thorn first. And I'm going to go on this side. I'm going to take it up quite high because I plan on doing a head shave right after this face shave. Very smooth, very easy. You notice with this razor, I don't have to keep like a 45 if I'm looking at it here. It's more of a comfortable range to hold a razor. Like if you're making the switch from a Gillette or any disposable razor for that matter, you always hold them a little more shallow than you do a normal double-edged safety razor. So it's very easy to use. Very easy to detail with as well. Beauty. All right, going in with the Twig. The Twig is a little more smoother. I mean, I can easily tell a difference between both razors. And to me, I can't tell that one's cutting better than the other. This one seems like it does just as good as a job. And it's smoother. Lovely. All right, let's give that a rinse. Soap is so good. And with that soap oil combination, I haven't found a better match. You can build this up, I mean, as big as you want. Me personally, I don't build it up so great on my second pass. I mean, my face is already hydrated. What I do is I just take the excess soap out of here, load it to my neck, my most sensitive part. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm just taking all that. It's going to help you when you go to clean out your brush too. Easier. All right, so we'll go in with the Twig. Now, both of these, in my opinion, are great razors. This one, the Thorn, is a little more aggressive than the Twig, but I gotta say, I mean, I can tell there's more aggression on a Thorn, but I can't necessarily say that it gives me a closer shave because it doesn't. It's just a little more aggressive. The Twig, to me, I mean, I don't think there's a better razor out there to detail with. You can shave your head with it, your legs, your arms, your armpits, your chest. It's easy, very easy. So let me go across the grain this time. Just lovely. So smooth. Going with the Thorn. I'm barely holding on to it. It's just so good. All right, let's call that good. Give it a rinse. All right. 2 passes. All right. I mean, we're good. 2 passes and you're good. I mean, that's how good this stuff is. I'm just going to go in with an alum block. Little tingling around my mouth here. Nothing on the cheeks. Nothing below. Nothing there. Little tingle here. Nothing below. Yeah, I mean, those razors are just so smooth. You can't go wrong with either of them. I just prefer the Twig over the Thorn. And if you're making the switch, I suggest the Twig because it's just that good. There's no reason. You might think you need a medium, but in my humble opinion, I don't think you do. Let me rinse this off. Pat it dry here. All right. Now I'm going to go in with what I always go in with, Thayer's. Love this stuff. Just going to apply it onto my face because I'm going to do a head shave right after this. Okay. So refreshing. I am going to be introducing Calming Serum by Leaf. This stuff's good. I've been using it on my head. I haven't really used it on my face that much, but I'm going to use it right after my head shave. So you're going to see that. But normally right now I'd go in and put Nivea on, but I'm going to do a head shave and I'm just going to apply all that at the end. Here comes the head shave. So same thing. I've got some warm water down here. I'm just going to wet my head. I'm going to take my bar of soap that I just did a shave with, and I'm just going to rub some of that, like I was going to wash my hands. Turn that water off. And I'm just going to apply some of it to my head here. Now, if you didn't have a shaving brush, which I highly recommend because it does put things on another level, you could probably just get away with doing this. But I'm just going to step it up a notch and show you how I do it. And doing all these steps in the correct order will give you great results. So I've already been using this. I'm just going to get it a little bit wet here and go up and start creating a lather up here. It's not going to take much. Again, I just put a lot of that soap on my head as a pre-shave. Some people, from what I've been told in my comment section, that they're using the oil on their head as well. You notice I didn't go get any more soap on my brush. I just used what was left and what I put on my head. And this is just the process of building it up. Don't forget this process, because I know me, a lot of times I don't take a shower before I cut my head, or before I shave my head. I just apply this, whatever creams or soaps I'm using, I just apply it and, make sure it's well hydrated. Which what I think is the best combo is getting the Leaf Shave Razor, this razor right here, and one of these two. This combination, to me, I use it all the time. I think it's the best combo for head shavers and face shavers. I can't use the 3 blades on my face, but women use this on their legs. They absolutely love it. And trust me, if you give this to your wife or your girlfriend, you're not going to get it back. So hopefully you share the same bathroom. But the Twig or the Thorn for detailing around your ears, your goatees, your mustache, whatever, this is a winner. 100% winner. So let me just go in. I'll just show you how easy, this thing's on a spring, how easy this thing is to use. I don't have much hair up top, so. But it's those little fine micro hairs, and if you don't get them, I can see them. One cool thing is these razors rinse out so easy compared to like a Gillette, any of your disposable razors. I know when I was using a Fusion razor, it would just get, I wouldn't be able to go this far. It'd have been clogged. And I'd have been, you know, I had to turn on the spigot and just waste a ton of water. And frustrated trying to get it out. See how easy that is? Super easy. I mean, easy. Okay, I'll give that a rinse. I'm just going back in. I can get away with 2 passes with this system, with this razor. Now I do have some hairs here, and I'm going to show you how I take care of that. That's why I like the combo, because now I can go in with this twig, right? Watch this. Done. Same thing over here. Done. That's why I love the combo. Now I can just go right back to this. Now if you notice, I rotate my head. I leave this flat and I rotate my head around this razor. Okay. Sure I got it all. A little bit right there. That's good. Now I'm just going to go across one time up here. I'm going across the green. Okay. The top, I will go over that again. I have little fine hairs up here that I have to make sure I get. Okay. Oh yeah, that thing's clean as a whistle. Woo! Woo-wee! Yeah, that's good. Okay, switch that over to cold. Going in with my Parker alum block. Just to help close these pores on my head real quick. The nice thing is I don't really get any tingling sensation when I use this on my head. I say that. I do feel a little bit here in the back, but just a tingle, nothing major. Like I cut myself or anything. The nice thing is if you cut yourself, this alum block is going to help seal it. And you'll be able to tell because you'll have like blood. You know what I mean? Be like, oh shit, I'm bleeding. So yeah, there we go. That's in. All right, so let me rinse that off, throw it back in its pack here. Cool thing is Parker sends you these containers with theirs. And that's what I like. I think it's like $10 on their website. And I think the same thing on Amazon. So let me just rinse this off. Ooh, yeah, that alum. Okay. Pat it dry. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is use Thayer's like I always do. If you haven't bought Thayer's, run out and buy it. Really good stuff. You're going to love it. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with some Nivea. You notice I didn't let my face dry with that Thayer's on there. You don't have to. Oh yeah. So good. And now I'm going to go in with their new product, this calming serum. This stuff is pretty good. Been using it now for a few months. Which actually comes in a better looking, this was a tester. But I use it on my head and I just put it directly on it. Yeah, that's good. That's plenty. I put 4 or 5 drops up there. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's going to help make your bald head have a nice sheen to it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to give away one of these razors to one lucky subscribers. And it's going to be your choice. And all you have to do is down below, type in hashtag Ohio Shaves Leaf Shave. And you'll be entered in to win whichever one of these you want. Well, had a great shave here. So what's the conclusion of it? I like the combo. I don't care if you go, leaf razor, leaf thorn. This combo to me is the best combo out there. This thing, the speed you get on doing head shaves is faster than using an electric shaver. And I did buy one and I was going to do a review on it, but it was so terrible that I didn't even post it because I didn't want to knock that manufacturer. But shaving with this was a lot faster. It took me, I think, 15 minutes to take down 1 week's of growth on my head. So I'm like, man, I can shave faster than that. Even with, one of these twigs, I can shave faster than the electric shaver. So, and it was a foil system. Whatever. We'll see. I gave it away. Anyhow, so the shave. I can't really tell a difference shave-wise between the leaf twig and the leaf thorn. The leaf thorn is more aggressive on my face, slightly. It's not like it's an R41 or a plate 6 on a Rockwell 6C or 6S. It's not that much difference, but the twig just feels so much smoother and it does such a great job. Highly recommend both of them. Don't forget to go to the manufacturer's website, use my code Ohio Shaves and save 10% on anything that you buy in your cart, and you're going to help support the channel. Well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to enter the giveaway. Have a great day. Okay, let's clean this shit up.